it's a double-edged sword type of thing. Like we love praising people who is willing to take that last shot. And we can clearly see Luka wants to be that guy that, hey, I'm taking the last shot. But now you got two people in Dallas who clearly have that same mentality when it comes to that. But Kyrie is just more so welcoming of I can do it off the catch and shoot as well. Like I don't have to set up my own shot to get the last shot. So it's one of those things where Kyrie was open. Kyrie asking for the ball. You can clearly see Luka sees in his peripheral because Luka has the vision to see that Kyrie is right there.
Hey man,
We done seen him hit guys like that all the time. Just in this particular situation, you can clearly see like Luka had no intention to even. I don't care if Kyrie man completely went over to Luka and double teamed him. Luka had no intention of passing the ball that play. Like I just feel like it could be a one time thing, but it's I don't know. It just don't look good when it's for a game winner. And then also in a situation where in a game where y'all shouldn't be in that situation in the first place.
Facts. That was my biggest thing. Okay, look, Chris, what did you have to say? And then we go to Chris to respond.
Look, man, everybody talk about he didn't pass or whatever. Like the Maverick one, it wasn't for no game winner. Like they got blown out in that game, so it didn't matter. And there's plenty of times I can show you plenty of times where Kyrie's other teammates ain't passed to him and they getting doubled and messed too. Let me say this. Luka and Kyrie fit very nicely together. They just dropped 70 points together today on Portland, and the game's over. The game over in the second half. Like, I don't want to hear they tested against good opponents too. They dropped 60 together on the Lakers earlier in this season as well. I don't think, and earlier in this game, Kyrie had his opportunities against the Jazz when they stagger minutes as well, so they have times where Luka's off the floor and Kyrie has the show to himself. Kyrie wasn't as aggressive as he could have been in some of the minutes when Luka was off the floor. They were down by 10. They came back. The lead was not cut down at all when Kyrie was out there on the floor. I'm not arguing that they need to be pitted against each other and that they hate each other or they not gel, they don't fit, and that they're not going to work or whatever. I think they're fine. And I think this was just the first game Kyrie came back. And they're also trying a new lineup with Dante Exum as a third facilitator in there. It's a little weird. This is the first time coming back, and now they have to play that second game. Things gelling, they moving just fine. I don't think it'll be we've seen this in the past as well. I think it was against Sacramento back when they were, who's going to take the shot? Me, you, who's going to take the last shot for the game winner or whatever. And in their first couple games together. Like I said, eventually that'll get worked out too. And I don't think Kyrie has a problem if Luka takes the last shot. He's hit game winners. I don't think Luka has a problem if Kyrie takes shots. He's hit even bigger game winners. So as long as somebody hit the shot, I don't think it'll matter.
Okay. Now, Chris, you done heard both sides. How you feeling about this? I know you got a stance. And I'm in the middle, bro. I ain't gonna tell.
First of all, Ray, you need to cut this. That's what happened. You should have stayed loyal to LeBron. This is this nigga's third team since he has been. Can we shut that narrative down? This is this nigga's third team, and niggas still out here talking about he should have been loyal to LeBron. The ship is sailed. If he wanted to go play with LeBron so bad, he could have went. He could have went. So I want to get that out the way. And second, look, it was a bad play. I didn't watch the game. I didn't think they was even going to get to that point in the game. I don't know at what point of the game it was, but I'm not going to sit here and say it don't look bad. But at the same time, am I going to sit here and act like, okay, is Luka really just going to blatantly not pass this nigga the ball? Like, they was getting their ass whooped so bad, that nigga Luka was just trying to put a cape on, man. And we done seen that happen to a lot of players, and sometimes it's to the detriment of the team. They wasn't finna win no way. He was just trying to have a goddamn cape on. So that's why I was like, I'm in the middle.
I'm not going to win no way, Chris. Just pass the damn ball. Just make it look.
I get you, bro. I get you. But nigga, you know how niggas are when niggas start to get too nigga. We see this with niggas all the time. Game out of the reach, but they still trying to make something happen. They do all this dumbass shit. And that right there is just some blatant dumbass shit. You see the nigga right there wide open. Like, at this point, nigga, ain't no point to put on the goddamn cape. Don't try to go into the phone booth, take the glasses off, and try to change from Clark Kent to Superman. It's too late. The game is over. Like, at this point, nigga, you might as well just pass the ball, and then, shit, I would have fouled somebody and just asked for a sub. I'm not playing the rest of this game.
I'm going to say this because y'all all bring up good points.
So,
but y'all forgetting what happened with Cleveland. Y'all forget what happened with Cleveland, bro. When it was done, I don't even think Donovan Mitchell was there. I think it was like just Cleveland, no Donovan Mitchell, no Darius Garland, no Mobley, just Jared Allen and the guys. And they lost to them. I think Luka,
but you know what though? We done seen the Mavericks have these ugly ass losses to teams like that anyway. So that's why even with that game, I wasn't surprised. I really was not surprised that they lost that game. Like, that's just me. And then, and then even when that game, Kyrie didn't play. Granted, he shouldn't have had to, considering everybody that was out on the Cavaliers. But nigga, I don't get surprised when I see games like this from the Mavericks. This is who they are. I don't give a damn who they bring in next to Luka. Like, I just expect to see games like this from these niggas sometimes.
But so I think that's what we're overlooking in the Luka conversation, the Mavericks conversation. When you're fighting for a playoff seed in a tough conference like the West, you can't drop to a Cleveland Cavaliers team down 3 stars. You can't lose.
And I didn't watch that game either because I just assumed they was gonna win.
And that's the problem. Not just the not passing. That's two situations. Because it was the late game situation against Cleveland, and now this situation against Utah. But this is against 2 bad teams.
Right.
2 bad teams at the time. In my opinion, that's the bigger story than the not passing to Kyrie. You got to get the games you're supposed to get.
That Cleveland game where I don't think even Luka got a good shot at the end. He got the opportunity to get a good shot at the end of that game.
It shouldn't be Chris.
It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been to that. But it's no excuse losing to them. When you drop 39, I'm not sure how much more you supposed to do when you trying to win the game.
43.
Look, man, there's been plenty of games where Luka has carried this team to wins that they shouldn't have had when they're missing Kyrie Irving and Derek Lively, your 2 best players. Luka's carried them to wins against teams. At times, you're going to drop a couple. I'll give him that. But he shouldn't have dropped Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell gone. And yeah.
I'm just going to piggyback on what's called DJ was saying, though. Like, we just talked about this before Chris got on about it's just inconsistent with Luka. Luka gets in this mode where it's like it's the Luka show. I'm like, dude,
there you go.
You got Kyrie
is right there.
That guy too. Kyrie is that guy too. Like that was my biggest gripe about the look off. Cause it's like, dude, you don't have
an excuse. Like you literally have for years, and you ain't using them.
I can say, and I mean. It was kind of some sarcasm in your voice earlier, little Chris, about you was like, who he gonna try to get involved? Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, wasn't we just bigging up Tim Hardaway Jr.?
Yeah,
man.
So we can't. Tim Hardaway.
Hey, if Luka Tim Hardaway Jr. winning games, you go ahead and give MVP to Luka right now. If that's your second best player, you go ahead and give MVP to Luka right now.
Damn.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, all I'm saying is
it was a bad look.
You can't scoff at the offense you do have around you by just saying, well,
yeah,
I'm gonna look them off because they beneath me. Like, no, that's your teammates.
And I don't even think it wasn't even like that, Ray. The nigga was just trying to put a goddamn cape on for absolutely no reason.
I'm not even on that particular game no more. We done seen this from Luka like off and on, where he has these spells where it's just like, bro, like what are you doing?
He doing too much.
You think like I literally see sometimes he go down the court and you can literally see on Luka's face he feels like it's 1-on-5, and it's like, bro, no, it's not.
Oh yeah, nigga say you can tell when he walked down that he is not passing that ball.
And I think what Ray just said
about it. I'm like,
that's why I got SGA over on everything Ray just said, just for right now, because for all the talent Luka got, Luka literally he pound for pound. Y'all know how they do pound for pound in boxing. Pound for pound, Luka could say he the best player in the league. He could have said it the past 2-3 seasons. Pound for pound, Luka the best player in the league. But it's certain stuff that keeps him from getting to that point, and most of it is Luka. From the defensive effort to the complaining to the just playing hero ball at the wrong time. Those are the things that's holding Luka back. Everything is in Luka's control. Luka could easily be the best player in the league if he decided to cut all the bullshit, man. Just cut it.
Damn. That nigga Karis LeVert and Jared Allen went off like that.
Just cut it, bro.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. Yeah.
And that's all it. Luka, Utah, Cleveland without Mitchell, Garland, and Mobley. Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
I didn't expect Isaac Okoro to hit 4 threes that game. So,
like, come on.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's just a bad look. That nigga ain't had no choice but to call that nigga Kyrie after he seen that replay and just tell him my bad, bro. Ain't no you can't ignore it. Like, come on, dog. You can't ignore it. Like, again, he being Superman, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch that goddamn game because I gotta record it somewhere on this damn shit. And I'm just like, dog, what was you like? I need to see how the game was being played because how did this happen?
I gotta go back and watch the Mugs too, because it's like, come on, dog. I wasn't expecting to have to watch no damn Utah or no Cleveland game. Now I gotta go back and watch these goddamn games. I feel the same way on it.
But make sure you go back and watch that Knicks game from a year ago too.
60-20. Here you go. Yeah,
there you go check that one out too. That's a good game.
Bro, I love Luka, bro, but we gotta stop acting like he's not shooting himself in the foot for no reason a lot of the time. I get his team is not all there.
Him and Kyrie both had some decent numbers, but it's like, man, goddamn.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.